introduce myself. I'm coming to you from sunny Massachusetts today, where Maison Ferrand USA is headquartered. I'm Sean Frederick, our Director of Marketing for the USA. We are part of Maison Ferrand, a ferociously independent spirits producer, headquartered in the south of France and in Bridgetown, Barbados, the heart and soul of the Plantaray rum brand. Citadelle has been around since 1996. So for a brand to start creeping closer to a third decade on the face of this planet and be showing new legs, new growth, new life, and vitality is really something to behold. Being in a pretty bottle, which is still relatively new to us, about 6 or 7 years, has certainly given the final consumer and the bartender an even more appealing chance to look at us and give us a shot. But we're especially honored that judges with the caliber of Abe and his ilk at this assessment decided to value us so highly. If any of you are not already familiar with Abe's exploits at the Meadowlark in Chicago, I was able to spend some time there in May and really behold a world-class cocktail menu that they've already left behind and on to a next one. So to see a bartender and a spirits professional who is so thoughtful about every choice that a guest encounters when they enter their establishment, sight, touch, taste, and smell, for them to think so highly of our product means the world to us. Where we're still at a point in our growth where bartenders are our surrogate ambassadors. They are our best marketing and advertising. So we place a lot of stock and faith in that. So thank you. To let you know a little bit about our product, it's not just about how it's made, but where it's made, which is in the Southwest. France is not a monolith, and the Southwest and the heart of Cognac, where Ferrand has been based since 1989, we really have a little bit of a different way of life. Things move a little bit slower. They're a little bit more carefree. They're a little bit more freewheeling and experimental. And we're so lucky to have now a year-round distillery that just opened to the public barely a month ago, that we can distill this gin year-round and also celebrate and explore different thoughts, different ingredients, and layer new things on top of this really proven original Citadelle DNA and classic flavor profile that starts to take this gin into some more experimental directions, including summer fruits, which we explore in Charentais. This is a product that is really an aromatic postcard from Southwest France. In the middle of June, coincidentally, right now, when you can stroll through a distillery garden just adjacent to this beautiful distillery that looks like it's been there for eons, and starts coming to life in mid-June. A lot of white flowers blooming. We have citrus, things like yuzu, lemon, whole oranges being cultivated in a greenhouse adjacent to the distillery that is bathed with reclaimed heat from the distillation process. And most importantly, right across the street, juniper, 2,500 trees and growing that are supplying an increasing amount of estate juniper that is in this product. Citadelle is and always will be a celebration of juniper, the linchpin of a great gin. And we don't try to subjugate that flavor or run away from it. It is so important to have that tentpole in a gin, no matter how creative you get, if you really want to rely on it as a canonical item. If you want a gin that just can't do one thing, but stir an incredible martini, make a really refreshing, thirst-slaking gin and tonic, make great Collins, or go off and start exploring more creative avenues and adding your own sort of modern verse to today's cocktail canon. So that DNA underpins Citadelle. We use 85% of our botanical load is juniper, and increasingly estate juniper grown right on site, paces away from the stills. A wave of citrus, which, as Abe noted in his judge's remarks, is really bracing and vibrant beam of flavor that shines through this gin, but not without being cloying. There is nothing added, compounded to this gin to telegraph that sweetness. It's 100% natural flavor. And then grounding all of that are your hard spices or kind of warm trade winds that our founder and master distiller Alexander Gabriel should always be blowing through an incredible gin. And it's a real symphony. Gin was the hardest thing, Alexander will tell you, for him to develop any sort of sense of mastery of when he was starting out as a young buck in the late 80s and early 90s. And this is coming from somebody who has a deep bench of experience in the centuries-old tradition of cognac and rum, and said distilling this white spirit gin was the hardest thing he's ever done. A lot of balance and effort has been put into the product, which you can find on our website at citadellegin.com, explaining the very, very patient progressive infusion of working botanicals for a 4 or 5 day stretch before they go into the gin, knowing that every single botanical needs its ideal time and strength of extraction. Happens to be a patented process. We're an open book. Anybody is welcome to use this process if they have the patience for it. But we really try to think about building these ingredients like a bartender does behind the bar, making sure that every ingredient is being shown in its perfect proportion, and trying to build truly a sum that is, or a whole rather, that is greater than the sum of its parts. And give you a product that, at the end of the day, for a luxurious product born in the southwest of France, still can deliver incredible value and margin for you. So we're happy to say that after this debuted just 3 short years ago, we quickly followed up with a liter size to give our bars the same cost advantages in Jardin d'été as our original product. It's a wild market out there with 50 plus jurisdictions in the United States, but we still deliver for an incredible product developed with loads of French savoir-faire, some great cost advantages, and something that you can really build a profit-driving corner of your menu or program around, and deliver a liter cost to the trade that is really in the $20 to $23 range in most markets. So we still believe more inside this bottle than any other gin company on the face of the planet, and we're honored that we're still shown off in the world's best bars with all of our brands. So we're delighted that the world's bartenders have gotten us on the world stage this far, and we'll keep on experimenting, and we'll keep on developing more great new products for you to use. So stay tuned. Follow us at Citadelle Gin on Instagram. Thanks.